hey guys, welcome back. Yeah, I know, I wasn't able to give you a cool musical intro to this week's episode. It's just too windy outside and I don't want to risk a flyaway with one of my drones. So let's jump right into it, shall we? Okay, so first and most important, episode, I believe it was 155, the one where I was flying the drone through all of the buildings, has surpassed 100,000 views. And with that, 1,000 new subscribers have jumped onto the channel. So this message is for you, all of you new subscribers. Guys, thank you so very much for hopping on board. We have a lot of fun here on this channel, explore a lot of cool places, abandoned mines, mine camps, things of that nature, pretty much anything and everything to do with mining history. Now, to truly appreciate the channel, guys, what you want to do is go all the way back to premiere episodes, start there and move forward, because the channel has it's not only played out somewhat like a soap opera over the last 4 years, but if you do that, you get to watch how the channel has evolved. Because in the very beginning, I started this whole thing off with one camera and one microphone and an idea of, once I was able to monetize, what would happen and how fast could you grow a YouTube channel if you put all the proceeds from ad revenue, the tip jar, merchandise sales right back into the channel. Just how fast could you grow it? Well, I was able to do it in 4 years into what you see today. But if you want to see that process, please, by all means, go all the way back, start a premiere episode, and move forward. That's a fun way of doing it. So, guys, what do I have for you today? Well, I'm in an area with a whole bunch of copper mines, and they're just all over the place here, but there's this one hill kind of shaped like a horseshoe. Right now I'm sitting on the west side of the hill, and I think there's about maybe 6 mines around the perimeter of this hill. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start here on the west side. I'm going to walk up the hill. We're going to poke the camera into the first one and just keep hitting these all the way around the horseshoe. And then eventually, if there's enough time, way out there, I can see at least another 500 feet up on the side of that hill out there. The portal is massive. I mean, it's definitely a more modern mine. So I'd like to be able to get to that. If not today, we'll shoot for that one next weekend. All right, okay, guys, I think this is going to be a lot of fun. Let me get all geared up. And I'm going to head on up the hill here, and we're going to poke the camera into the very first one. Okay, I'll see you up there. All right, guys, we're going to get started here on what I believe is going to be the smallest of the group. What do we have here? Oh, it's an old, I'm guessing a gas stovetop right there. Interesting, right here at the entrance. Yeah. All right, let's head on inside, see what we can find. Well, right here, there's not a bunch of wind blowing in my face, so initially I was thinking that maybe one of these western side of the hill mines might go completely through the hill and connect with the eastern side, making for a tunnel. But if that was the case, there'd be a whole bunch of wind blowing in my face right now. All right, one off to the left. We'll come back for that one. Let's keep on going here. Is this gonna go right up here and stop? Yeah, I believe so. So this one was more just exploratory. Yeah. Yep, that's it. Okay, turning around. Not seeing much in the way of ore in this mine. Well, there is a little bit of a pocket right here, just above my head. See that? We got some limonite right there that they took the majority of. Let's go up this little side drift here. Let's see what we have. I can see a big pack rat nest. And, oh, I see up there. Yeah, he's in there. He's in there. I just saw his little tail. Anything up that direction? No. Okay, turning it around here. Well, as suspected, this one was short and sweet. So I'm going to head back outside and we're going to work our way off to the next location. Okay guys, I'll see you over there. All right guys, here I am over on the east side of this hill. We just came from the west side of the hill. There was one more mine over there that I took a quick glance at, but it turned out to be almost a vertical shaft. The ladders were completely obliterated. Definitely not something we're going to be able to get into today. But like I said earlier, the reason I wanted to start with those mines first is maybe one of those adits would have went clean through this hill and came out on this side, but that didn't turn out to be the case. Okay, so here we are, east side. Now, on this one, I can't show you the outside of the mine. I am somewhat near a populated area. I'm really kind of blown away that this hasn't been bat barred or sealed off. If I was to fly the drone around over here, it's easy to spot all of the landmarks. This mine would be spotted instantly, and they would head on out here and seal this up in a matter of months or within the next year. So I can't do that on this one. So I'm just going to kick things off right here in the portal. We're going to head on inside and see what this one's all about. All right, everybody, let's explore this old mine. Yeah, I don't want to give the authorities any more ammunition than what they already have. So we'll just keep this one secret. Yeah. What do we have here? Oh, don't tell me. This was going to be... So they were thinking about maybe just, a haulage at it? And then they gave up on it? Oh, you got to be kidding me. Well, I wouldn't have expected that. Look, that's it. All right, well, time to climb up higher on the hill and see what those stopes are all about. Okay, I'll see you up there. Okay, guys. So I hiked up the hill another 100 feet. Yeah, just here. And so if you do this long enough, you can immediately start to recognize the clues. Where we just came from, that haulage at it was probably started to be driven in just before World War II. World War II kicked off and they stopped it right there. That's why there's a giant ore bin down below the hill that was all constructed and put in place, and I don't think it was ever used. I think World War II started, this mine was shut down, and everything's been sitting ever since. So just use your imagination. I've showed you guys a lot of ore bins over the years. There's two great big ones down there. They're 3-chute ore bins. I believe the one might be a 4-chute ore bin. Big haul roads coming up to where we just came from, and another big haul road heading up to this level. Okay, well, there's a whole bunch of wind. There's wind just going into the mine. So that tells us that this is going to go in, and it's got to pop out somewhere. Okay. All right, let's check this out here. Let me center my, oops, we don't want to do that. Come on now, and my camera's all, there we go. All right, what do we have in here? This is going to be our workings. Yep. Oh, that's a weird sound. Oh, it's a helicopter outside. I see. All right, so we got one quickly right off the bat twisting off to the right. One going straight. Looks like it's going to go across some kind of a chasm. And one going up that way. And there's our vein. Look at the limonites in here. Well, that doesn't look like a copper deposit to me. Look at that, guys. That's all limonite. Look at all the iron in that. Yeah, looks more like a gold mine to me. All right, well, before we come back and explore all that, What do we have here? Oh, could this be an incline shaft? Well, that's a pretty stout board. I think I can step across on that. That ain't gonna go anywhere. All right, let's get across to here. Okay, turning around here, let's look up. Got some workings going up in there into a stope. We got maybe a small drift going off like this direction. It looks like it just goes up there and stops. Turning around. Yeah, we have a decline here. Working its way all the way down in the bottom. Wow. All kinds of crazy places to explore in this mine. And here's a platform right here. This is where they would have had a winch or a hoist to pull up the the ore carts out of this decline or this winze. It's probably, I think I'm going to call it more of a winze. Yeah. Okay. Let's keep going. All right, first ore chute. Ooh, look at that pocket. Look at this, guys. Isn't that pretty? Huh. I'm just going to kind of slowly pan through here. Wow. Big, big limonite. Yeah. All right. Here we have our ore chute. I'm not seeing any scribbling going on it. So we definitely have got some workings going on above us here. All right, let's go this way. Another chute with a ladder going up. Very ugly one too. Broken right there. But it does go up. And all those little marks there for all of my new subscribers, those are load marks. So every single black dot was made with a carbide lamp. And the soot coming off of that carbide lamp is what we use to make each and every one of those dots representing a ore cart load. All right, I am seeing footprints down here on the ground, but they don't look too recent. Okay, more workings kind of going off that direction. Yeah, we've got ourselves a spaghetti bowl here. We certainly do. Oh, look at the ore here. Right there. Now, isn't that some delicious looking galena? Look at the sparkles in it. And over here too, wow. Wow, galena mixed in with all that limonite. Isn't that pretty? Woof. If there's, oh, wow. If there was ever something to sample, that's it. Well, something did go up that way at one time. Yeah, sure did. Okay, turning around. We're just going to stay on our primary here. Oh, this just keeps getting more and more interesting. Look at this. Now here off to my left, there's another place where a winch would have been set up. And here we have a day box. The day box is what's used to store your dynamite in, so you can have a case or two of it near the area that you're working, which would have made a lot of sense because, let me show you this. Looking down there, they cleaned all that out. And as I pan up, this is where the angels sing right now. Look at the size of that stope. Wow. Yeah, that's got to be Look at it, so far up there, and my lights, you can hardly make out. I'm saying it's, 80 feet above my head up there. Definitely one of the largest limonite pockets that I've seen in a while. Notice how they were funneling it right here down that little chute and into an orc heart that would have been stationed right here. Okay, let's keep going. This is so awesome. So they started getting into the limestone going that way. You can see why they quit. So they managed to work their way to the edge of the pocket and stopped. Let's see what they did over here. Yeah, okay. Here too, they got to the edge. They worked to the very edge, or the margin of the pocket, which in this case is called a lens-shaped ore body. And they quit, see, because over here they're getting into nothing but the limestone. Okay, doesn't go anywhere. Nope. All right, turning around here and looking back towards the big stope. Oh, real quick, guys. Some of you have been noticing and making comments in the comment section about my breathing. It has nothing to do with my health and everything to do with the fact that the microphone that's in my helmet is only about 6 inches away from my mouth, making my breathing much more noticeable in the audio. I've tried many different things to mitigate that over the years. This is the best solution. But when you're walking around, climbing, doing this and doing that, while at the same time maintaining my dialogue, my breathing is more pronounced. You know what I mean? So, no, I had a health checkup not too long ago, and everything is good. All right, so I saw over here, this is past where we saw that beautiful limonite. Let's see what we have up here. Did they go anywhere? Did they go? No, it just goes up there. Well, it might go a little further. Let's keep going. Come on. See, when you're doing stuff like this, and the microphone is 6 inches from your mouth, it's kind of hard not to pick up all the huffing and puffing, you know? Oh, I see. Okay, so again, they just went up into a pocket and stopped. All right, turning around here. I'm gonna get out of here without making a bunch of dust. Yikes. That's a dusty mine. Ick. Okay. So, what do I want to do next? I want to look over here. What's over here? Oh, okay. Another stope. Heading off this direction. Going over there. See how they're working it? We got the hanging wall above us, the footwall down below, and they just keep working that pocket higher and higher. Okay, let's go this way. All right, what do we have over here? Anything interesting? All right, let's take a break here a second. We'll look down there, stopped. Over here, somebody built a fire. I see a bunch of charred timbers. And turning around, here's what's left of there was an ore chute right here. And look at all the beautiful sparkling galena. And, oh great, now the word ain't popping in there. Calcite crystals. Just sparkling. I'll move the camera back and forth. You guys have told me in the comment section, please get a close-up so you can stop. All right, there's a close-up of it right there. I'll hold it as still as I can. There you go. Okay, let's over this direction. Anything. Uh-huh. Okay, looking up. They got into another pocket. Right there. Okay. And, oh, I see what happened. See that? There's our portal. Made of circle. Okay. Well, remember we had one going off to the right when we first came in, so let's go explore that one. That's where we're at right now. Oh, yeah. Yeah, look at that margin. See, right here. Okay, see, guys, you see the laser? There's the laser beam. Okay, that's our footwall. And you notice how they cleaned off the material where the ore hits or touches the footwall? See, in this stretch right here, that's what's called the margin. And usually the gold is going to be sitting within that first 6 inches to a foot right there along that edge. That's why they cleaned it right up against, cleaned it nice and smooth along the footwall. Look at the mineralization in that. Isn't that pretty? Wow. I wonder what the values are in this mine. Holy moly, look up here, guys. Look at this. There's a whole bunch of it. Cool. Someone should actually put a claim on this and do some testing. Not much. That almost looks like zinc. Let me get a closer look at that. Is it flaky? Yeah, it is. I believe we got a little bit of zinc coming out of that right there. Okay. What about this direction? Anything? Nope. They reached the edge and they stopped. See that? See how it just quit right there? All right, turn it back around. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Dendrites. I turned the lights down a little bit. I gotta use a lower light mode for dendrites. Okay, those are dendrites. Right there. Isn't that pretty? They look like roots working their way through the rock. See, here's a bunch more right over here. Look at all the dendrites. They're not. That's all mineralization. Haha, neat. Look at there, a whole bunch more. Cool. This mine has a little bit of everything, doesn't it? I gotta turn my lights on. Come on now. Come on, lights. There we go. Okay. So, what else are we gonna explore in this mine? I can't believe that. I mean, look at this. Yeah, I know I'm just geeking out over the mineralization, but my goodness, I mean, you know darn well there's values in that right there. They just haven't cleaned it out yet. It's still sitting here. That whole thing could be one giant stope if they just went after it and extracted it. Okay, so I'm going to go up here, take a break a second over here by the portal, just kind of poke around and see what else I can show you guys, okay? Okay, yep, there's the portal. I'll be right back. All right, guys, back again. Okay, here's what I decided to do. Since there's so many mines in this area, we're going to mix it up a little bit today. We're going to do some exploring as well as some recon. So we know that we've got a winze over here that I could potentially crawl down into, and there's another winze further on that direction, just below that massive stope I showed you, going down that way. So we've got two winzes that we could explore. So for today, I'm going to stay on the main haulage levels. I want to go over now, and there's another mine about 400 yards more to the south, okay, that direction, and there's one down here to the north, more to the northeast. I want to see what those two are all about. So let's hop back into old Bob. We'll head over there and poke our heads into that one. All right, guys, here we are over to the next portal. So let me kind of orientate you. So here we have a big hill, right? Big hill. This is your east side of the hill. This is your west side of the hill. We started today's adventure off on the west side of the hill, went around the horseshoe, came around to the east side, and went into the mine that we just got done exploring. Now immediately to the south of that is another one, and that's where we're at right here. Now as I was crawling old Bob back down the hill, I glanced over my shoulder and I looked at that great big ore bin that I was telling you guys about. Well, lo and behold, I do believe that there's another portal right above that great big ore bin. So when I get done with this one, I'm just going to head right back over to where we just came from and make sure we don't miss out on that on a portal that could be coming out at a lower level. Kind of like, remember when we were in that mine and we saw those winzes going down on those two different locations? How much you want to bet those go down and connect with another lower portal, probably at a new level down in there. But we'll go check that out. But next, I want to take a look at this one. But unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today, guys. So you're going to have to hang in there until next Saturday, and we'll kick things off with this one, and then I'll head back over to the other one. Guys, thank you so much for coming along on today's adventure. It's really awesome that we were able to find a whole lot of mineralization in today's episode. Yeah, it's been quite a while, at least maybe 2 years since I've seen limonite pockets that were that large. That's pretty darn cool. Okay, guys, again, thank you so very much. And thank you to all my new subscribers for hopping on board. Please enjoy the channel. Okay, guys, see you next weekend. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.